Hi Saints, happy Monday. It is February 21st. It's Monday. I hope you guys can see me because sometimes when I move my chair, I lose a good lighting, a little bit of lighting that I can find. So how's everybody doing today? Happy Monday. I finished Bigo a long time ago. I was supposed to pick up the camera since this morning at 10:30, and the little ones know how to open the front door now, which is scary. So we have those I don't know, the chains that you have in New York and Boston that we have back home that you lock up on the chain. We have, I forgot what they're called, but we have one up there. We got to put another one up there just to make sure it's secure. So they know how to open the doors and they like to go outside. So, but they're too little to be doing it on their own. So that was a little scary. So I just stayed around and just kept my eyes on them for hours. And then I dozed off and took a nap while I was making sure that they weren't touching the door, because I got it for my husband to get home to put the other one up there. So let's go outside and just chit chat for a little bit. Let me see what I have to do today as far as chores is concerned. So I'm on my business schedule, God willing and thankfully at the same time. So today is Monday. So I don't have anything to do today except for laundry. Let me tell you guys what I did. So you remember I told you I had a load of laundry yesterday that was in the washing machine. And you remember the washing machine doesn't wash the clothes all at one time, little by little. So I took a portion of the clothes and put it in the dryer. Dried the clothes, had to re-dry them because of the dryer. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so I re-dried the clothes. I said, all right, when it's done, I'll just take the other ones out, and I will dry them. So I forgot them in the washing machine. I woke up this morning and I'm like, OMG, I forgot them in the washing machine. I had to rewash them, which I don't like to do because I feel like I'm wasting detergent, I'm wasting good old clothing. But I had to rewash them, so I did that. So we're gonna go outside for a little bit and just chit chat. It's gonna be a short vlog. It's a daily vlog. We're back to normal again, God willing. So give me one moment. Let me get settled outside, and I will be right back. All right, Saints, I'm back. I'm outside. So my neighbor who parked his car in my yard, yesterday the cops came and told him that he needed to move the car. So it's almost 1 o'clock, right? It's like maybe 12:50 or something like that. It's almost 1 o'clock. They still have not moved the car. So I have to call the authorities again, have them come back out, and I'm going to have to pay for them to be towed. And I don't have a problem doing it because I want it off my property. I don't want it there. It shouldn't be there. It's been there for months. You know, and he had the audacity yesterday when the police were there calling me miserable because I'm telling him that he has disrespectfully put his car on our yard. Never once said anything to myself or my husband. Never said anything, just left it there. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing because his landlord, because he lives next door to us, obviously, his landlord told him he couldn't park the car on their side, and he knew that. So he just blatantly just put it on my yard, thinking that it's okay, with no self-respect, no nothing. Just plopped it on my yard and thinks that's okay. That is not okay. Don't let if you guys have a home, whether you're renting it or whether you own it, don't let people. Especially if you're paying your money to live in a place, don't let people try to control you. For him putting the car on my yard for that many months is like a control thing to me, and I really don't like it. So I'm gonna have to call the police very soon and have them and the tow company and tow it for them because they seem to not understand what it means to remove their car. So, which is an unfortunate situation, But anyways, it is pretty outside. It has been cold. It started getting cold again this past week, not this past weekend. Right before the weekend, it started getting a little chilly again. I thought, oh my gosh, here we go, another cold front. But it's okay. So my usher, Miss Carrie Baby, she lives in Texas. And she's gonna get another snowstorm. She was telling us this morning at Temple that she's getting another snowstorm in Texas. So they've been getting it really bad lately. You know, snowstorms there, power outages. They've been getting it really, really bad the last couple of months. So just praying for her, hoping that everything goes well and it doesn't really become anything, and you know, she continues on with her life as normal. She did close her store today because of it, so that's that. So all I have to do today is do the laundry, and then I have business stuff to take care of. I have to get to work. I used my time this morning that I was supposed to be vlogging. I used that time to really watch the children. I was so nervous because remember, there's a lake in the back of my house, so and we don't have a fence. So the last thing I would want is for the little ones to think they can just kind of chill back here whenever they want by opening the door. I was like, oh my goodness, you know. So yeah, we wouldn't want that. So anyways, so yeah, I can't wait for my husband to get home so he can secure the top locks. That's what it is, the top locks, to secure the top locks. But other than that, it was good. Today at Temple, we were talking about addictions and stuff, and just different things about addictions and people going through addictions and stuff like that. Like even myself, I smoke marijuana and I want to quit. But I really believe it's the addiction part of it that continues to have me smoking it. Because I think that people that, if you're going to smoke marijuana, I think it should be, I think that the doctor should prescribe it to you. I really do. I think it should be something that, you know, the medical field has determined that you need it, whether it be for PTSD, whether it be for, you know, glaucoma, whether it be for some other type of disease or other type of illness that the doctor deem where, you know, the doctor says you definitely need some marijuana. I think it should be something that you should only be able to get for medical purposes, you know. That wasn't always my take on it because, you know, I think weed is very innocent. I really do. But it, you know, but also it can lead to other drugs. It really can. My mom said that to me years ago, and thank God it has never done. It never led me to another drug. Thank you, Jesus, because I just think marijuana is a wonder drug, and I think that it's something that, you know, keeps you calm. I think that it's an antidepressant. You know, like when I've gone to my doctors, my mental health doctors, and I've told them, and they said, "Kat, do you still smoking?" And I say, "Yeah." And I say, well, it keeps me calm. And then they tell me, well, for your condition, it can do something totally different. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, well, at least for me, I shouldn't be smoking it. At least for me, I need to quit. I've been smoking way before I was diagnosed. You're right. So I've been smoking I started smoking at 25. I was diagnosed with mental illness about, 5-6 years ago now. So 5-6 years ago, I was already smoking way before my diagnosis, you know. So that's pretty much it. I mean, there's really not much going on today. It's Monday. It's a good day. It's a quiet day, to be honest with you. I'm gonna get in my office in a moment and just shut the door and just to get some work done. I gotta get some writing done. I have to edit this video once I'm done with it. I mean, I'm gonna do a couple more videos, but I gotta be done at least by 3 now with vlogging, and I have to find some time to edit it. See, this is why I can't mess up my schedule, my business schedules and my daily schedules, because every hour there's something that needs to be done, and once that time passes, I gotta do something totally different. And so then I'm finding myself doing that work and another work at the same time because I didn't do it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So that I need to cut that out completely. That has to just be cut out and ended for good, you know? So yesterday I had such a great day because I woke up yesterday morning, and even though I was tired, I woke up and I pressed through the whole day. I got everything cleaned. My husband helped me out a little bit. I was just so happy and so proud of myself that I was able to get the house clean at a reasonable time. Sometimes it takes me all day to clean the house because I take a break here, I do something here, and I do this here, and I do that here. But yesterday I just focused on it straight through, and it took a couple of hours, but I focused on it straight through, and it was done. It was completed. And the whole day I was so happy with myself because I got to do other stuff I needed to do. I got to update my catch-all planner. I got to review my other planner. Well, I didn't get to do anything in my other planners though, at all. I reviewed a couple of them, but I didn't get to do all of them. So once I'm done vlogging, that's what I'm going to spend my time doing, even if I don't have the whole day today planned out correctly. But tomorrow, I did create a new business schedule, and I did it for one day, but I think that one day will be for every day. I just got to figure out Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday is a little tricky, not a little tricky, it's a little different from my weekly schedule. So I got to figure that out, and I got to figure out if I can handle all business duties in one day, because I'm finding myself being up in my office until like 11 or 12, and then the little ones are waking up. They're going to sleep at like 8 o'clock, but then they wake up at like 10 or 11, and they're up all night long. So, and then when I'm ready to go to sleep, I can't sleep because I have to make sure they're okay. Oh, it's just a little bit of gotta work all of that stuff out. I think that I'm gonna start picking. What I used to do was there'll be certain days for certain things, for certain businesses, but right now I have it where I do 2 hours for each business throughout the day, and I think that's enough time, to be honest with you. But with YouTube, with my vlogging, it takes a little bit longer, because once I recording is one thing. It's the editing part and the exporting part that I'm having an issue with, because number one, I don't know if it's the app that I'm using, but it's taking a little bit longer. It takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours, sometimes even 24 hours for the video to export in order for me to upload it, to take it and upload it onto YouTube. And then I gotta wait for YouTube to do their exporting as well. You know, it takes 45 minutes, sometimes to an hour for YouTube. And I mean, that's what it says on the bottom, but I feel like though it goes by pretty fast with YouTube. But with my exporting with the app that I use, it's taken a long time. It's taken a long time. I mean, I've had delays in videos because of this. I've had issues with it because of this, and then it causes delays and it causes all this other stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm just trying to think, what else do I need to do? What else do I need to fine tune? You know what? I'm getting older. I'm 44, and I'm starting to feel like, I don't know, I'm feeling like this is true. And it might be all in my head, but I'm starting to feel like my face is drooping a little bit. I mean, I'm using my mask and stuff. I haven't used my mask like I used to for the last 6-7 months. I haven't been using my mask like I'm supposed to, but I'm getting back on track with my mask. I usually do it twice a week. I would do it on a Sunday for my beauty days, and then Wednesday's my mini spa day, and I would do it then too. So I'm like, get back to that schedule, Kat, because that made a huge difference. A mask can really tone up your face, you know, and I'm feeling like my face isn't toning up. Like I'm getting old. I know I'm getting older, but I'm starting to feel like, but again, it might be all in my head, but I'm starting to feel like it's drooping a little bit. But again, it could be all in my head. My ears are itchy. My throat is itchy because not that my ears are itchy, my throat is itchy. Allergies is causing my ears to itch. Yeah, so I need to get to the thrift store. I need to go check out some items and see. I don't need. I created that gallery wall in my hallway, and I just throw up different pictures on there, put them all together. I have the bottom of the wall that needs to be covered up with pictures. And then I got little spaces in between where you can put pictures on the wall. And I'm gonna put pictures of my family there. I'm nothing fancy. If I find a cute little picture frame, I'll get it. If I find it at the thrift store, I'll get it and I'll use it and I'll hang it up. It's just small little spaces. Or what I'm really doing is just printing them out and just taping them on the wall, and it looks just fine. You know, I took a picture of my husband and I's wedding, and I put it there in the hallway, and I put it over the I forgot what that thing is called, that the circuit breaker machine. I put it right over the door. 'Cause I'm back, saints. I'm back. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we haven't done any Bible study recaps, I know. Let's just do it really quickly so that we don't be too far behind. We really didn't go over First Kings at all. But if you have time, read it on your own time if you have time. If not, that's okay. We are in Second Kings, and Second Kings is really a repeat of First Kings. Solomon, when he became king and when he succeeded his father, he was doing a good job, actually. You know, he built the temple, he built his palace. His palace was ordained with gold. His palace had a section in his palace that was all dedicated. The whole house was dedicated to God. The whole house was. And he started worshiping. Okay, so God told them never to date women that were from another town. You know, always stay within the Israelites. God told him that. So he went and he started dating women outside of what God told him to date. And he had 700 wives and 300 concubines. And every one of his wives, not even one of them worshiped God. Out of all the 700, out of the 300, 700, never mind the concubines, out of the 700 wives, all the wives were worshiping the devil, right? So he went downhill from there. He started worshiping the devil and started doing things that are evil in the eyes of the Lord. Oh, Lord Jesus, Lord God. And it just kept going all the way to Second Kings, and that's where we're at. So we have different kings that are in power and that are supposed to be leading the Israelites, and they themselves are following. They're doing a lot of evil things. And we had a little break where we had Prophet Elijah, who did wonderful works and who tried to get the Israelites to free themselves for the god they call Baal. I don't want to call anything but God. Let me just say that for the evil spirit they were worshiping called Baal. So that's where we left off. I think, yeah, so that's where we left off, and that's pretty much. Oh, so today, so today's Bible study, that's where we were. That's what you have missed, or that's what I haven't been able to tell you, that I missed giving you that information. So to catch you up for today's reading was in Kings, and it was just a bunch of kings that were ordained and anointed by God to become king. And once again, every king, Elisha succeeded, but Elisha had asked. So when Elijah was being taken, the day was being taken, he said to Elisha, his servant, he said, "Hey, what can I do for you before I leave?" And he said, "I'd like a double portion of your gift, of the gift of prophesying. I would love to have that." I don't think it was a double portion. I think it was a portion. Let me just double check what the word says. So Elisha now has the same gift that he got it from Elijah. So let me just get where it says it. Oh wait, sorry guys, I'm reading something else. I apologize. So he had asked him. No, I don't want to read this. I want to read 2 Kings. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so he did say double portion. Sorry, he did. Okay, so if you go to 2 Kings chapter 2, actually if you go to verse 9, when they had crossed, Elijah said to Elisha, "Tell me, what can I do for you before I am taken from you?" "Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit," Elisha replied. "You have asked a difficult thing," Elijah said. "Yet if you see me when I am taken from you, it will be yours. Otherwise, it will not." And Elisha did witness Elijah get taken from him, because once Elijah was taken from him, he wept. He fell right to the ground and wept. So yeah. So now Elisha has double portion of Elijah's gift of prophesying. I would say the Holy Spirit. So now Elisha is helping. Elijah is the prophet of that time right now, while these kings are doing the evil in the eyes of the Lord. So that's pretty much what's going on in 2 Kings. I don't want to confuse 2 Kings at all. That is to sum up the book. You will continue to see that throughout the entire book, and you'll see the prophets. And Elisha stays around for quite some time, so you'll see other prophets too. But that's the gist. That's the summary or the nutshell of that book, right? And so now we get to John. We are John. We read John chapter 4, verse 31 and 54. I'm going to put them in the description. I'm going to do that today for this vlog. I'm going to put in the description so you guys can read it yourselves or read it along. We use the Holy Bible app, so you're welcome to download that app and follow along with the reading. But I'll put it in the description box, and I'll put the date, and I'll put the day that we are, like what day we're reading and the day and stuff like that. And you are welcome to go back and reread it yourselves. But so we read today. So Jesus had met up with a Samaritan woman, and the Samaritan woman had a lot of questions for Jesus, and she asked all the questions she had in her heart. And Jesus could already see if she wasn't asking the questions, because he was able to tell the Samaritan woman all about herself as well. And she was like, and she was really in awe of Jesus. But I want to point something out, and that's chapter 4, verse 21 to 24, right? "Woman," Jesus replied, "believe me, a time is coming when you will worship the Father neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem." Right? So no matter where we are, whether it's the mountain, whether it's Samaritan, we will be serving God everywhere. Right? Even if it's, whether it be in Jerusalem, we'll be serving God anywhere, in any mountain, on any city. Right? The mountain is a parable for any city, any place. It won't just be in Jerusalem. Whether it is, whether it's not, but it'll be someplace else. But we will all be praising God. "You Samaritans," if you go to verse 22, "you Samaritans worship what you do not know. We worship what we do know. Salvation is from the Jews." This is Jesus talking. You hear what Jesus just said? Salvation is from the Jews. That's what Jesus is saying. So whether somebody wants to argue or fight that, Jesus is telling where salvation comes from. It comes from the Jews. And that is what he's saying, because Jesus is Jewish. And God chose Jerusalem as his holy place. You can fight that, you can argue that all you want, but you can't argue when the Father, our Messiah, is telling us where we come from. So if you want to continue to read, I would read, I'm going to put it in the comments what today's reading is. At the temple at Bigo, we read our Bibles word for word. We don't skip books. We don't skip anything. So if I'm going to do that, not that if I'm going to do this, the fact that I'm going to put it in the description box. I'm going to do that for tomorrow's reading as well. And I'll talk a little bit about it, but then I will let you guys continue, because I have a certain amount of time that I want to have vlogs, daily vlogs for. That's going to allow me to do everything I need to do in a timely manner. So if you want, please read chapter 4, read John 4:31-54, and if you could, start at chapter 4 and read the whole thing through, and then meditate on verses 21-24. And I'll put that in the comments. Let me put that in the notes so I can make sure to put that in the comments. So meditate on again, meditate on John 4:21-24. So I'll put that in the description box. Bible study. Okay. All right. I love you, saints. I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay prayed up. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to finish the clothes. I think the washing machine's done. It's done washed. I'm going to put those clothes in the dryer. I wish I didn't do that. You know, I wish I didn't do that, because now, you know, when I opened up this morning, and I was like, oh my goodness, I forgot to dry those clothes. And I opened up the washing machine, and it smells so bad, and I felt so bad about it, because I'm like, you know, it ruins your clothes, and it's just disgusting. So I don't know how I forgot that. I don't know how I forgot it, but I definitely forgot it. I forgot to take it out. But anyways, so I'm gonna get the clothes. I'm gonna fold the clothes, and I'm gonna dry the clothes. I'm gonna fold the clothes. So blah 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 blah. Sorry for the speech thing. But anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Stay prayed up. Pray for me. I'll pray for you. Have a good day.